You are now listening to Tonedef Radio.
Tonight, we're talking about manipulation in relationships, and that goes on a lot. Pretty much everywhere it happens in relationships. This is what we're talking about tonight. We're going to break it down for y'all and let y'all know exactly what it's about, what's going on. At any time you want to call in and join us, all you got to do is pick up your phone and call 989-8472. That's 347-989-8472. When you are prompted, you can press the 1 button to get in on the conversation when you're ready to join us on the breakdown. So, yeah, I know we got a few people coming. They're running a little behind. But I want to start this out because I was looking up some stuff today and checking out some stuff, different types of manipulation, what's going on. I have, like I said, when we first started Sex Battles, which is our show that we started, we just switched the name. You can find a lot of our stuff on YouTube for Sex Battles. A lot of women was coming to me and talking to me about their relationships and what all goes on, and how the party or whoever they were with was trying to use them and manipulate them. And some guys, as well as women, use manipulation to get what they want in relationships, regardless if it's sex. If it's somebody, I was talking to somebody earlier, and she was talking about how all she have to do is give him the puppy eyes, and he'll do whatever I want him to do. All I got to do is look sad a little bit, and he'll break down. Or some people use gifts, monetary or whatever kind of gift that person actually likes. They'll manipulate you like that. Some people, like I said earlier, use sex. Some use their looks. And I'm going to talk about that a little later, but I think men as well as women use looks to manipulate people. I mean, guys go in the gym, they work out every day to build their muscular self up, to make it look good for the ladies. Because that's basically the only reason they do that. They build themselves up. So this is the image that they know women love, muscular men. Ladies, as well as guys, go to beauty shops, men go to barber shops. We get our face done, shaped up, get our hair cut. We get all cleaned up and everything to make it look right. The presentation. I was already told that the presentation does everything. Before you speak, people look you up and down and can kind of, in their head, imagine or figure out what type of person you are. So they tell you every time you go to an interview, put on some nice clothes, put on a suit, put on a tie, go to the interview, dress up. Ladies, put on your nicest blouse and your skirts or your dress and go to the interview. Church, same thing. It's the look. People want to see what you look like, if you look good, and all this kind of stuff. But we gonna go deep into this tonight. Start out by letting y'all know, and I looked this up. I don't know the website right now off the top of my head, but I found the 6 worst types of manipulators. There are 6 off the top. and it says how to deal with each of them. It says stay far, far away. What people consider manipulation might be defined differently case by case. The common outcome is making the target feel seriously uncomfortable if they don't perform the will of the operator. The different ingredients include guilt, shame, or anxiety. Manipulation has a hidden agenda against straightforward communication. It has to be covert because it serves the manipulator's interest in direct opposition to the target's desires. Making you feel guilty, ashamed, or worried can occur by verbal statements or questions, and it can come in the form of hints, stories, and comparisons. It often happens by the tone of the voice, facial expression, or gesture. Here are 6 of the common types of manipulation and how you can steer clear of them. The first type is the guilt tripper. Guilt trips can come in many type forms. If you were a good blank, you would do blank. If you love me, you would blank. If you knew what I've been through, blank. Naturally, it involves that if you don't do what I asked for, you aren't a good wife, husband, parent, or child. Or it means that you don't love me. Hence, you better comply. A guilt trip can derive from a situation as well. Unfortunately, children learn to use it very early on. For example, a freshly separated mother had difficulty disciplining her daughter. The minute she made the child accountable for her mischief, she began to cry that she missed her father. It provoked guilt in the mother, and she stopped the discipline action and began to comfort the child. How do you fight? Don't cave in, even when feeling guilty is difficult. But be firm about what you want to accomplish and do it anyway. You can accompany your decision with compliments like, I'm sorry you feel that way. You might feel guilty, but you don't have to take all the responsibility for the situation. Making you feel guilty isn't necessary based on the truth, but created for compliance with a hidden agenda. So I know it's just me and you in here. What you think about it?
No, we got somebody else. We got somebody else in here with us. It's not just only me and you.
Oh, okay.
I think it's either Faith or Queen is in right now. I can never tell those two area codes apart. Whoever the 770 was. So that's just how I roll with it.
That's how I roll with it. Is it Faith or is it Queen? Whoever it is, they're not saying that.
It's probably Queen, since her phone be messing up on air and whatnot. No, when we talk about relationship manipulation, it is all about just one individual taking advantage of the other person's weaknesses, period. Mm-hmm. Plain as day. Those weaknesses can be anything, as in regards to previously being in an abusive relationship and they're now trying to date again in regards to it. It could be their insecurities in regards to their physical size. Big girls who want to be little girls who want to be big. Men and their inadequacies. You know, we don't sit around and look at other men's dicks. So we don't honestly know how we stack up. So, you know, we get penis envy in so many words. And some women will use that against you because you don't know who she's been with before. Easily tell you you're not stacking up to what she's accustomed to, but since I gotta, compensate for where you lacking at, I feel you need to do this for me a little bit more, do that for me a little bit more if you want to keep me. Now, it doesn't. And here's the thing: manipulation doesn't always be something that's live and direct in your face. They're not going. Every female is not going to come at a dude like a gold digger. Like, you ain't fucking me right, so you need to go ahead and just put a little bit in my pocket. No, it'll be some subtlety things. It'll be small little things like she'll still pamper you, she'll cater to you, she won't do certain things for you, but she'll always bring up things that need to be done for her. And because you may have had, maybe not the longest session that you think you could have had the night before, when she brings it up the next day, you're thinking about, it's like, well, damn, I did kind of like come up short last night. So, I guess I can go ahead and do this. Or, and this is the biggest time I've seen people be manipulated, when you're dating somebody that you might think is out your league. A lot of people do that. Like, here's this girl who you've been checking out since you were in high school. Okay? While you were in high school, she was always hanging with the popular kids. You were a nerd. Flat out, you were a nerd. You were in the books, you were on the grind, you were doing all this stuff to get yourself where you need to be at in life. Fast forward 8 years later, you're out of college, you're working a standard 9-to-5 job, and you see her in the club when you out kicking it with your boys. Now, you still look good, but you don't know if you should shoot your shot. One, you remember the last dude she talked to, or you know who her baby daddy is, and that might not be a dude you want to deal with. But then all of a sudden now, she notices you. She talks to you. She has a small talk with you. Y'all reminisce about things in high school that y'all laughed at. Numbers get exchanged. Now you feel like, oh shit, I bagged the baddest girl from high school. Not knowing the baddest girl from high school got all these problems that you don't know about. But because your end game is trying to wife the baddest girl from high school, you're accepting these issues because she's presenting who she used to be as the end game, the total prize, but you're looking past all the obvious issues. Okay? So there's a lot of different things in regards to it. The biggest thing a lot of people is, and this is one I've noticed, is some people don't know how to say no. Ironically, and this is the funniest thing, do you know who the world's biggest manipulators are?
Who is it?
Your kids.
I wouldn't know.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to open up a wound for you. But here's the thing, though. I guarantee you, if you had the opportunity to spend time with your daughter like you wanted to spend time with her, you would give your daughter whatever she wants.
Yeah, okay? You know that.
Because you want to make up for that lost time that you had. You want to do everything you can to get that idea that her mom put in her head about you out of there. So you're going to do whatever she wants. And she's going to ask you for some of the most outlandish things in the beginning. Because you want to know why? She can play on your emotions.
Yeah.
She wants to see what she's going to do. And it's not the kids is doing this to be evil people. This is what you learn to do. You learn to survive. So the kids will go and they'll look at it. It's like, okay, I ain't seen Dad in 14 years. I know it's Mom's fault, but I feel like Dad owed me some Jordans. Or maybe he can go ahead and put money on my school books. Or maybe he can buy me the car my mom won't let me buy. But I'll play the fact that I haven't seen you in 14 years as the reason why I deserve this. Now, she can be, knock on wood, I'm not trying to say your daughter is, but knock on wood, she can be an evil little bitch. Okay? She can be causing hell to everybody that knows her. She could probably don't deserve any of that. Okay? But because of the situation that you're in when it comes to her, she's going to play that card.
So use it.
Okay?
Yeah.
She's going to use that card. You know? And
that is
it's
true.
messed up, but it's when we think relationship manipulation, we tend to forget that relationships are more than a man dating a woman.
Man and woman.
On the sexual level. It's outside the sexual level. It can be your work relationship between you and your supervisor. It could be your city councilman. The way they have to manipulate the votes to try to get you to come in there by presenting stuff to you that you know what, if I vote for this person over here, they're going to give me these things that they ask for. They have to manipulate things as much as possible. It's your best friend. You would never think your best friend would ever manipulate you. Lie. Because that's how they get you to go do stuff with them that all you want to do is go home. It's been plenty nights my friends have manipulated me into coming out to a bar with them simply because they want to get drunk off their ass, know that I'm not a heavy drinker. So they're guaranteed a ride. Okay? So it's a lot of manipulations. A lot of manipulation.
Yeah, I know that. I know about that side of it because I'm usually the driver too, because they know I don't drink like this. So, hey, you want to go out with us? Yeah, sure. So everybody get drunk.
Right.
Because they know you ain't gonna get drunk. So they all get drunk. To the like, point. At least we gonna make it home safe.
Right. Like, the saddest thing is anybody who knows me, who actually knows me, knows my weak point is kids. Well, up until I had my own. Now I'm like, I got my own, you can take care of yours too. If a girl at work would ever get in a regular conversation with me, and in that conversation, something for her kid under the age of 8 was needed, within a 2-week span, if the conversation came up more than twice, I 9 times out of 10 probably gave her the money to do whatever she needs to do for her kid. And I would specifically tell her, you're only getting this for the kid. Go get it. Eventually, I had to get smart. There was one particular female. This time, I actually was talking to her cousin, so it really wasn't a big deal to me. Like, okay, me and your cousin dating, I get that you, over here need a couple of things. We all work together anyway. We all hang out together. Here's a couple of bucks. Go get the baby some diapers. Go get this. Go get that. All right? I was young. I didn't have no kids myself. So, to me, I didn't know the signs to look for. I didn't know what clicked or what was there. Started noticing things. One, after I would give her money to go do things, she somehow miraculously was able to come out kicking it with us at night. Okay? So, but I didn't pay no mind to it because the girl that I was dating, she's a firm believer of getting to the club before 10. Because if we can get in free and drink at half price, I can go ahead and get 2 drinks for the price of one. Either give one to my sister, give one to my cousin, or drink both to myself and get fucked up. Or whatever ladies only specials that would go on, they're not going to miss out on that. Because by the time everybody starts coming in, they drunk, they ready to dance, and they ready to have some fun. So they're not finna waste all their time trying to fight the bar to get stuff. So I got that. So I'm like, okay, you came in with your cousin. 9 times 10, y'all probably got it free. So I'm not going to think about that. Doesn't take much to get the girls in the club. But then it started being other things where I started seeing you posting stuff. And this was Black Planet years. This is way back.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Wow. Yeah, you aged yourself.
Right, I don't give a care. Hell, everybody on this show. Yeah. Everybody on this show. So,
but that they manipulate anyway. The clubs do that. Because
right, and the clubs do that.
They know
the whole time.
They know
getting the girls in for free is manipulation. Right.
Yeah, because they know if we let the women in, the guys go see the women are in there. And 9 times out of 10, me working, me being a bouncer, the most asked question that I always got standing at the front door doing pat down was, how many women are in the club right now?
Exactly.
That's what every guy would ask. They'd be like,
every guy.
Okay, I know y'all been open for a little bit, man. Is there a lot of women in there? Or can I peek my head in so I can see who all's in there? Or
exactly.
some kind of way. So the club uses that as a manipulation in itself, because they know if the women in the club, you coming in the club too.
Exactly. Now, I got a question for you, Gator. And this is going to roll in some previous topics. Cleaning up some files on Tonedef Radio for some old stuff, because as you know, we're now on SoundCloud. So for you guys, after you catch the show, probably by no later than, I say Friday, this show will be uploaded onto SoundCloud, but it'll be a little bit spiced up in so many words. So background noises that tend to come in, I clean that out, give it a little ambiance music here and there in regards to the conversation, a little laugh track. So it'll be a little bit cleaned up. Okay. But I noticed one thing. Now, since we're talking about manipulation, do you feel that the usage of makeup by women in the level of extent they go at it right now is a form of manipulation or a form of making themselves feel better? Put it like that.
Is it? See, I was going to bring that up. You beat me to the punch. I think, personally, it's manipulation. Because 9 times out of 10, regardless of where women are going, and I won't say all, because I think if I say all, Queen will pop up. But
maybe you should.
9 times out of 10, majority of the time, and before women go out, that's why. Have you ever noticed how long it takes a woman to get ready? Like, have you ever paid attention to that? Like, a guy could go in, say we got to be somewhere at 7 o'clock. You and your woman start getting ready at the exact same time. You personally might have to take a shower. You might have to, shave your face a little bit, put your clothes on, put your smell good on. All that's going to take about 30 minutes, give or take. A woman goes in at the same time, and it takes her an hour and a half to get ready. What are you doing? It's manipulation. They got to make sure everything is right. Eyebrows got to be perfect. The hair got to be slammed, like they say. The outfit that they got on got to be the perfect outfit. That's why they come and ask us 5 and 6 times. Yo, do you like this or you like this? Well, what about this? Okay, hold on. Let me put it on. Let me let you see it. They model it around. Oh, you like the other one better. Which one do you like? Because they want to look good. Good for you? Yeah. But at the same time, they don't want nobody else to see them and be in the streets talking mess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think I'm right, because I done heard it a few times. It takes women about, I would say, it takes men a third of the time it takes women to get ready to go anywhere. That's for work, that's for the club, that's for y'all going out movie night, that's for y'all just going to hang out, anything. It just takes them longer. And I personally feel it is. I mean, it's all the same thing. Because we do it too. Like, we do the same thing.
We do.
It just takes us easier. It's easier for us to get in and get out. It won't take us that long. And sometimes I've even been told, hey, you took a shower that quick? You already got your clothes on? What you doing? And it's usually the women fussing because they know they gonna be taking a long time. And don't let you have a set time to be at a certain place or reservations for certain things, because you got to tell little hours in advance, like, hey, you need to go and start getting ready now, because I know it's gonna take you a minute before you get everything done. But yeah, I personally think it does. What you think, Tom? Am I right? Am I wrong? I think Faith is right here too. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it does. Man, the phone hung up on me. Oh, we got dead air. I apologize.
All right, sorry about that, man. I don't know what just happened. It kicked everybody off, and then on top of that, my daughters decided to come over to me and wanted to watch something different. So this whole time, I've been trying to make the tablet push to the other TV like it's supposed to be, and it wouldn't do it. So I'm like, okay, let me figure out how I can get this. Now, you were talking, and everything was good. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We should be good. Yeah, and then I come back, and I see everybody. Everybody is on. But we good now.
I don't know what just happened. But let me just say this. We live, right? We still live.
We live. We still live. I never got kicked off because I'm
going to tell you right now what just happened. Somebody mad because, ladies and gentlemen, Doug Jones just won the Alabama Senate race. I know everybody in the nation is watching this right now. What's going on? What's happening? They just announced that Doug Jones is the winner in Alabama. So I know that's probably what it was. I just happened to look up when all that happened. It was like, wait a minute. Doug Jones just won. This race has been very ugly from the beginning, bro.
Doug Jones basically shut down.
It was a tight race, though. This was a very tight race. He won 51%. I think, let me see. I'm waiting for them to put it back on the actual percentage, but they're saying that 92% is actually in. He won by 49.5%, and Roy Moore had 48.8%. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going on right now, because they were saying earlier that because of these allegations and all of these women coming out the woodwork about Roy Moore, even if he got into office, there was going to be they were going to have to probably, I can't think of the word to use, the right word. They were going to have to work something out, because he was going to have an issue as far as going on with him being in the Senate, and he got to go to court, just like 45, which, as we see, 45 still ain't within court yet. For all these allegations coming out against him. So yeah, that's crazy. I'm proud of people that got out and voted. Everybody was talking about what you need to do is Roy Moore and this and that and this. Because it's been so long ago and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know what the deal is with that and why people feel that they can sweep stuff up under the rug. That's another thing, another manipulation coming from the big house. They trying to get rid of all this. Boy, People got out and voted in Alabama, and I'm very proud of my state that I'm in right now, that they actually got out to the polls, because I didn't think people was going to do it like they were supposed to. But they did. So I got to say congratulations live on the air to Doug Jones, everybody that worked for him, all of his, poll workers. They was on it today, and I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to tell y'all how important this race is. This race was so important that where I go to vote, there's never problems. Never. I vote in an area because I live in it's a pretty nice area in the city that I'm in. And at these polls, they never have issues. We've never had problems. All the years that I was here when I was growing up, I left for a while. I've been back for about 3 years. We've never had problems at the voting polls. Today, for some odd reason, when I got to the polls, they turned people around. They were telling people they couldn't vote because apparently they were saying the machines were down. The machines were broken. They're messed up. My question was, in that action, they have stuff set in place to where if the machines break down, you can do what is called, I think it's called a pavilion. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, but he won.
It's a provision.
We're not going to talk about it no more. We got the boards cracking. Because we got the boards cracking. We got people in the building.
The boards are, okay.
Yeah, everything is good to go.
I'm just going to say congrats. And to everybody that's listening to us, I'm going to say it again. Go on Facebook. Make sure you like the like page. Join the group, the breakdown. Tonight we're talking. We going to have a good conversation tonight because I know everybody want to get in on this. We talking about manipulation when it comes to relationships. And we were talking earlier about the different types of manipulation. I'll run through them real quick. I ain't gonna describe them and everything. But I was saying there's actually 6 of them off the top of my head on this site. That I pulled off. It's the number 1 is called the guilt tripper. Think about it. There's a silent treatment giver. I ain't gonna talk to you because you made me feel like this. There's the threatener, the ones that threatens all the time. If you don't do this, this is what I'm gonna do. The self-esteem attacker. That's another one. That's the number 4. The number 4 one. The 5th one is called the obsessive criticizer. Criticize everything that's going on, what's happening, what's popping. I'm going to criticize it because I don't like it. And the number 6 one is the competitor. We're going to compete at everything. I don't care. I'm better than you. So that's the top 6 worst type of manipulators. We're talking about relationships. Tom brought up earlier about kids being the biggest manipulators around because they can pretty much talk their parents into any and everything, which is true. This is actually true. I've been a victim of this myself. But if you want to call in at any time, all you got to do is pick up your phone, call 347-989-8472. That's 347-989-8472. press the 1 button to join in on our conversation. Tone, let's go to the lines. Let's open these lines up.
Well, Queen is already here, causing all this noise in the background.
That's not me. I ain't got nothing in the background. Who's
that? It's just the natural sound of you and like that. It's picking up because I didn't learn how to clear up the air a little bit, so everything can be heard now.
I think I said a minute ago that I wasn't gonna say all because Queen gonna pop up. Didn't I say that?
And I told you, go ahead and say all. It looks soon as you said all. Like somebody who said all. Let me call it.
You know what we're talking about, Queen. This is basically your topic. So can you, while we got people listening and wanting to get in on this conversation, can you explain to people why we are talking about manipulation in relationships?
Yeah.
Because Queen's a manipulator.
I'm not a manipulator. I've been called rude and harsh and cold-hearted because I've been through a lot in my life to where it's stuff that I will not at all tolerate from you.
So you're a threatener?
No, I'm not a threatener. I'm just we're gonna lay what we have out on the table. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. I hope you can express the same with me, and either we fix it, or there's no reason for us to. And that's not a threat. That's just letting you know that we're not gonna continue to do something that's not gonna work. That's just like when you fixing something. If you keep fixing something and it keep breaking, you're not fixing it. So why are you still doing the same process? So no, I'm not threatening.
Throw it away. You saying if you keep fixing it and it keep breaking it, just throw it away and get a new one.
Just throw it away. No, I ain't getting no new one. If something it ain't. No. I'm retired.
You retired? What?
I am retired after because it's gonna be me and my child.
You heard it here first. Queen has hung up her hat. She's done.
She's not. She's taking a break.
Retired.
She is not.
I was retired. And then going on to the parents, the child being able to manipulate the parents. I've never been able to, but my dad, I was the baby girl, so when my 5 siblings were grown, I still had to travel with my mom. So when my mom and dad split up, no, I'm serious, when my mom and dad split up, my mom would call my dad and say, oh, you know, me and Queen need somewhere to come. And my dad would say, well, come on, because you got my baby girl. So she used me to manipulate.
Yeah, she used you in the manipulation.
If I talk to your siblings right now, and I ask your siblings, all of your siblings at one time, who is the manipulator? You know what they'll say?
What? Who?
They're going to say you because you the baby and you get everything that you want.
So that would not make me the manipulator. I don't have to ask for it. I can't be the manipulator if I don't have to ask for it.
And you know what? She gets the pass because she's right. If you listen, her mom does all the manipulation.
What?
Yeah, I heard her.
In it.
I'm just
thinking it because
for her.
And then the difference is with my daddy. With my daddy, I can go to my dad and say, Dad, can I have this? He has something in his heart for me. So therefore, I'm not manipulating him. All I got to say is, Daddy, you know what? This is what I'm going through. My dad said, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do for you. I don't have to ask.
But Queen, the fact that you throw, the fact that you threw in there, that's kind of the guilt tripping. That's guilt tripping.
It's different. I wish y'all could sit in on the conversation because when I call my dad, I could call my dad and we could sit and have conversation. Sometimes my dad will call me and be like, here, I just sent you such and such $100. Go do something that you need to do. Or just send it just because.
I'm saying this because I'm the oldest child in my family. my immediate family. I'll sit and watch what goes on with my siblings. My baby sister, she's grown, but she's still a baby. She's still the baby of the family. My sister can get anything she wants.
But does she go? Does she go in? See, your intentions is what labels you as a manipulator. My intentions is never to manipulate nobody. My intention is never to do that.
Spoiled rotten.
That's what that is.
Then I take that. I take that.
Spoiled rotten.
That's just spoiled rotten. That ain't no manipulation shit. That's just spoiled rotten.
Hilarious.
Queen is spoiled
rotten. Preaching, and I take that.
So,
and you know what? Most babies are spoiled rotten. So
yeah.
I'm gonna ask this thing. I know that's you. When you spoiled rotten, and like you said, and Queen said, you don't have to ask for nothing because you're spoiled that way. When your parents give you everything you want or need without asking you, does that put you in a place of you feeling like you should get whatever you want?
I don't feel like I should get whatever I want.
I was asking.
I mean, if you're already spoiled rotten, you're expecting it anyway.
See,
if you're spoiled rotten, you're expecting it anyway.
I disagree a little bit because I don't expect anything from my father. Like right now, and I told my dad about what was going on with me down in Alabama. All my family live in Virginia and North Carolina. My dad offered for me to find an apartment and pay my own rent, pay my rent for me. I told my dad I couldn't do it.
No, but that's not what I'm. But did you, when you told him what was going on, did you expect him to pretend he didn't care and not offer? That's all I'm saying is it's expected. You may not accept it, but it's expected because that's how you're spoiled. So it's expected that somebody's going to say something.
Honestly, now my dad do little things. I didn't expect him to say, here go some rent. Let me pay your rent. My dad has never gave me that much money.
I need to call your dad because I've got a couple of bills that. No,
listen to her.
Hold on a second here. Wait a minute. I got the house note going. No.
She done pulled out her pen. She done pulled out her pen and her paper.
That's why my mom has one at manipulating because my dad is like, it's cheaper to keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. Okay, I got you. I got y'all. I hear what y'all going to see. Y'all listening to the breakdown right now. We finna go deep into this thing because we got the ladies in here. Y'all know they don't bite their tongue about nothing. In relationships, okay, this is a real question. I need y'all to answer this because it was posed to me. Actually not in a group, but somebody that's on the like page sent me a message and asked me to ask, in a relationship, and Queen just said, you don't expect it, but you do expect it in a way that it's going to happen. When you in a relationship and you feel like the man is supposed to do a certain thing, because I've been talking to a couple of guys. I talked to a lady a little earlier, right before the show. She was telling me her situation and what's going on. And do you feel a certain type of way when either you're in need or you want something and the person that you with they don't offer it to you? Like, say for instance, okay, let's say for instance that we ain't gonna say birthdays or anniversaries because that's just supposed to be there anyway. Say for instance you are in need right now. There's a certain amount of money that you need. You know that your significant other has this money, not gonna do anything with it. They just holding money right now. And it's not a lot of money that you need, but you need it for real.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the situation. is it expected to him to offer it to you when y'all done had a conversation about it? I think that's how they worded it. That's kind of
that ain't manipulation, though. That's just a different type
That
of
ain't right, because that's not manipulation.
Yeah, that's not manipulation.
If it's something I want, and I'm asking him to give me something for something I want that I don't really need, okay, he can choose. But if it's something that I need, that means it's something that we need. If it's if it's my spouse.
But it's not nothing that he needs. It's something.
Well, he sounds like he cheap. It's time to kick him to the curb or whatever shit. Because he should have offered. He should have offered by now.
We're always kicking him to the curb.
Kicking him to the curb because he should have already offered. That's what real men do. I don't know what all this is about.
If she needs it, it's going to kick to the curb.
It's going to benefit the relationship altogether.
I think it depends on the extent of the relationship. Seriously, because if you just started dating somebody, they don't have to give you shit. First of all,
no, we're not talking about just starting dating. We're talking about y'all been together.
And then he should know better.
9 times out of 10, I was just going to say, he knows the deal. He knows what's going to pop off because this might have happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Is it to him to offer it to you? And the second question, I'd already answered it because I felt like she was rolling her neck good now. But
she put a lot of black girl magic in that.
No, I'm white girl Callie. Hush up.
If he doesn't offer it to you, is it a problem? Is it an issue? Like,
it depends on the woman.
You know he got it.
But that's still going to depend on the woman, because every woman doesn't, even if they know he has it, they won't even tell you what's going on. So I think it depends on the female, because some females will tell you all their problems and be whiny just so you'll give her shit, and that is manipulating. Anyway.
I don't see that as being whiny, though.
It is.
I mean, if you're in a relationship with a person, they know, and you've been together. We're not talking about 3 or 4 months. We're talking about y'all been together. This is your heart, right? They know the situation.
Yeah, well, somebody should have got their shit together by now. What the hell?
Right, I was getting ready to say, if y'all been together for a while and she still complaining about stuff.
Yeah, bye to her.
Right, you need to reevaluate what you dating, bro.
Yeah, kick her ass to the curb too. Adios or whatever.
Okay. 1 of 3.
Well,
1, she don't know how to manage her money. 2, she don't know how to do it, so she always depend on whoever her man is to do everything for her. Or 3, you guys have terrible communication because she will not be having any kind of issues if y'all been together for a while.
And that same routine.
In so many words, you said what I said. In so many words.
Routine is a burn.
Well, I always say communication is the key. Now, you said, and I'm quoting you, quote,
what?
You can't tell them everything that's going on. I think
I didn't.
You need to. What did you say there?
I said some women don't say, like, if they're having problems back to back, they just don't say it all the time. They may mention something every now and then, but they don't want to come off as some kind of loser. You know, some women have more pride to just not come off like that. So they may tell him every now and then, but they're not going to say it all the time. And that's just people in general. So, I mean, if he's having a problem.
Is that good or bad, though?
I don't know.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
Because I always say communication is the key. If you're with somebody, they need to know what's going on with you. Vice versa.
I'm back. I'm just coming in back to the conversation. I agree with the whole communication is the key. But some people say because we sit and talk, that's communication. That is not communication. Sometimes you're communicating and it's not successful. Like one party is not hearing the other party, so therefore it's always going to be a problem. So you're not successfully communicating because not everybody know how to communicate. Just because we sit down and talk don't mean we heard each other, which is why the problem keeps going on and on and on.
I agree.
And she need to get a second job. Shit.
Since we
she needs to manage her money better.
She need to get a second job or whatever.
Everybody
I'm going off of what Queen just said. I'm going off of what Queen just said, and y'all can chime in. What is a way to fix this? If that's the issue, and like Ty said, she messing up her money or he messing up their money, whatever the case may be, what is a way to fix this without saying, you know what, I'm done, I'm walking away from this situation? Because you never know how long you've been in a relationship. And I've heard women say, as well as guys, yo, I didn't put too much into the relationship to just walk away. What is a key? Because we have people listening that's probably going through this right now that need to know, yo, what am I to do? I don't know what to do.
Well, you can only talk so much, though.
Yeah, you can only talk so much, and I feel like she was talking about the pride thing. First of all, I know a lot of black couples do not believe in counseling. My mother said black people don't go to counseling. They don't do this. You should, at some time, get some counseling if y'all can't successfully communicate. Then back to accountability. How can we fix something if neither one of us think we did anything wrong? First, we have to acknowledge it and hold ourselves accountable for what we did before we can even communicate about it. Because if I come to you and I keep going back and forth with you about something you did, if you don't think you did wrong, you're not going to fix it.
But he's talking about finances, and if you and to me, if you guys have that's what he brought up. He said if the guy, if she's having problems, that's what he's talking about. And to me,
finances, but it all ties in, though.
Yeah, it's like at some point, you can only talk to each other about finances so much. If she's going to be routinely coming to him for the same thing every month or the same whatever these issues are, And if I were a man, I'm sorry.
My nephew is 22, right? And my nephew is 22, and he just moved out with his girlfriend. Mind you, she's in college or whatever. They turned around, and they split their rent because it was just them two ways, right? When he came, they gave him one half of that and then split the other half between each other. So now she want to go out shopping, but comes and want to call out of work because she got sorority things to do. She want to go party. So now she's looking to him to pay his whole half and then pay her half of the half that they split. I told her
that's not fair. Yeah.
And then it's time she'll take him to work. I said, you know what you tell her? You're going to get me up to take me to work.
What is the relationship of the other person you said?
Oh, they was roommates. Her and the girl went to school together.
So her and the girlfriend that was roommates are splitting their share of the rent, and he has to pay his whole half.
Yeah.
No, she gotta go.
Yeah.
She gotta go.
No, I told you. See,
I told
what did I say from the beginning?
For you to go.
That's what I said from the
beginning. Right, he's shopping and wanting his money.
Well, he has the right to break up with her and start dating the roommate. Like he has the right to do that. Because I'm being dead honest. I'm being dead honest. He does have the right.
And see, he didn't know that was going like that until the roommate told him.
Right.
I was gonna say that there should be an ultimatum on the table. Either they pay 1/3 of the rent, everybody pay 1/3, or I'm grabbing my stuff and I'm taking off. Now,
that or whoever has the bigger room. Shit.
Well, if my name
he deserves the bigger room. And he's
paying
him up.
Exactly. On the lease,
that's my point.
if my name is on the lease, wait, but what I'm understanding is him and the girl are together, right? So 9 times out of 10, they're sharing the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I'm paying all of this rent and your roommate or her roommate ain't got to pay nothing, she shouldn't have say on what's going on in the house. She should at least partake in bringing food into the crib.
You're going to pay all the utilities and everything else.
Is that the girlfriend is the manipulator. The roommate came to him like, I just found out I'm only paying this much, I'm only doing this. And they bringing in food and everything. It's just that his girlfriend is a manipulator and he's allowing her to do it. Like if she get mad at him, she's using it. She'll give him the silent treatment. She's using it.
She's using it.
Well,
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cut Tom off. What you supposed to say, Tom? I'm sorry.
No, what I was getting ready to say was, in this particular situation, because it's a living situation, they need to actually have a house meeting. When you live with multiple people and there's a lot of stuff that's being affected, these meetings need to be had. Now, on one side of the coin, and I can guarantee you that this is probably her thought process, he's financially able to cover half the rent, whereas those two might not be able to do it, which is probably why the initial agreement even came up to begin with. Now that she only has to pay 1/4 of what needs to be covered, she's not thinking smart. Okay, she's not putting money up just in case. She's not investing in other things. She's not increasing the income because she feels that the reason why she can pay less is because he's getting a chance to hit this whenever he wants to. Okay?
I was going to ask that. See,
you didn't need to ask that. They're in a relationship.
They're in a relationship. And this,
you already know.
This is one thing I've noticed. This younger generation feels that sex is a form of right
payment
and control. That's payment. Like, it's to the point where I have to log on Facebook and I see it almost every single day as we get into the holiday. Sex in head is not a gift. Literally are starting to think that. So she's feeling that, I don't have to contribute that much financially because I'm contributing sexually to you. And that's why I said earlier, even though it's kind of wrong, but yeah, with him paying more, if this is the mentality as the girlfriend you're gonna have, he has the right to go sleep with the other roommate, because technically she's paying the exact same amount too, not realizing what the situation was, because or else she wouldn't have brung it to him until she found out that if he's paying twice as much as both of them, I should be able to have twice as many privileges in this house. Lily?
But he should know better. I mean, come on. He's old enough to know what she's doing, and if he doesn't like the situation, he needs to move on. Otherwise, he needs to keep paying, and she can keep shopping. Shit.
Or also, like you gotta look at
it's a whole nother subject with that, because also a lot of women, when you're not in tune with yourself, you're going to accept a lot. And I think that the things you go through, and sometimes watching your parents go through stuff, his mother, like, he would miss school because he had to stay home and watch his sisters. So his mother has always made him feel like just because her baby daddies has left, that he had to step in and do. He's been washing his own clothes since he was about 10 years old. So he's been brainwashed in somehow to take this. Like, he's feeling like, this is what I'm supposed to do. And I told him, you're so used to people doing that to you, to now it's just the normal for you. And you got to stop. It's time for you to let her know, I don't have to do it. Just like he said, he almost let his pride get in the way because she had her attitude. He said, I almost let my pride get in the way and call out to work because I didn't even want to ask her to take me to work. I said, no, you're going to, while I'm on this phone, you're going to tell her it's time for me to go to work. Let's go. Because you pay enough for her to be taking you to work. It's just as simple as that.
Her ass should be at work.
Manipulator.
Wow.
She should be at work already. What the hell?
Exactly.
All that relaxation.
Wait, but she ain't got no job. I'm sorry, I missed part of the conversation.
If that's the case,
she got a job.
He shouldn't.
No.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. She ain't got no job. Oh, okay.
No, she does work. She works.
If she got time to take him to work, she ain't doing much of nothing. The hell?
Right, because she always calling out.
If that's the case, I shouldn't even have to ask for a ride to work. You should be offered.
Exactly.
If that's the point. I mean, if you ain't paying, but not even a quarter of the rent. Well, I guess
this
you
is
would be paying a quarter. She's paying a quarter.
This is what I need.
Her friend is paying a quarter. He's paying 50 cents. So,
right.
If that's the case, it should be offered. Like, yo, you need a ride to work. You ain't got to worry about putting no gas in the car. I got you.
Well, she can't pay half the rent if she just said that this chick calls out sick all the time.
I don't care.
So if she's calling out, she don't have no real money coming in.
But she's
playing
calling out
games,
because
period.
she only has to come.
But
yeah, she's calling out because she only
anymore.
has.
Yeah,
she's paying a
that's
quarter. That's why. That's why she's calling out.
A quarter of the rent. So she's saying, well, since I only have to pay this much, I ain't got to work for this many days.
I ain't got to work as hard. Right.
And she's not having. He's been there for like 6 months. She hasn't. At first, she wasn't asking him to help her pay her half. Then, being that she became part of the sorority and she wanted to party, she started missing more days of work. So now she needs his money that he has after he does everything he's supposed to do to pay her half.
Because she's out having fun while he's working.
Right.
She can't have fun while he's working. What kind of shit is that?
No,
my advice is, if he's paying half of his rent, 9 times out of 10, and I don't know, they might not be in Alabama. I'm thinking about Alabama. 9 times out of 10, the half of the rent that he's paying, he can have his own 1-bedroom apartment.
And that's how I was getting ready to say. Whatever he got left over, start putting it up, start saving.
Yeah, if it was me, I'll be out. You know what?
And he can have all the sorority chicks over.
Yeah, y'all take care of the rent. Since y'all want to do it that way, I'm going to go over here to my apartment that I just got. And y'all ain't know nothing about.
She can stay at the sorority house. The hell?
Yep.
Out of here.
But the thing about this whole situation is I feel bad for the roommate. Because no matter what happens from here on out, that roommate is going to be stuck in a situation she didn't ask for. So if the boyfriend finally leaves old girl, that's half of the rent.
Go back and have to pay all that money.
Right. No, but she's going to have to end up paying it because if the roommate is already out here blowing money, not going to work, she's not going to be able to adjust to the now going back to the old way. So this roommate is either going to come up with all this or she's going to get affected by it, such as in credit reporting, eviction notices.
And going back to her parents.
But who's head of this rent, this lease? The first person that's on the lease, and I only know about this because I worked in the security and I know how they deal. The person who's head of this lease, that first name that's signed, is the one that's going to be called negligent. If it's him, if it's her, because it's not the roommate. That's the one that's going to fall back on. Whoever signed their name first, regardless of whoever else is in there, and I'm pretty sure that the roommate that his girlfriend brought in is on the lease, or she wouldn't be staying there unless she's staying there and they don't know.
The thing is, it was the roommate and the girlfriend first. They brought in my nephew.
Oh, what? Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
He can just walk up.
He can just walk out.
What?
He can just skate right out the door.
Right. Yep. He's fine. He can always walk. It's the roommate and the girlfriend. Right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I feel bad for the roommate. Not the girlfriend, but the roommate.
I agree with you.
Because the girlfriend is not able to carry her half again if he does walk out and leave because she's been reckless all this time. Number two.
Yeah, but you got to know your friends.
This is what, but hold on now. Let me get there. She just joined the sorority. One thing I've always noticed about fraternities and sororities, when a new person joins, they forget about everything else that goes on around them, and their whole life becomes about that organization.
That's right.
So while she has this friend she's living with, she's making these new friends. And these new friends are going to be in her ear, and she's going to be like, this is my sister, this is my family. This person has a place to stay. Me and him broke up. I'm going to go live with her instead. So she's going to move on to the next situation.
And her roommate going to be out on her butt. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's the person I'm concerned about. Because at the end of the day, the roommate is going to get screwed. This is the reason why the roommate came and told the boyfriend to begin with what the financial situation was, because she's seeing everything going on between them two on the outside looking in. So
but she didn't need to talk to him. She needed to talk to that broad. Yeah.
The broad is not going to probably.
So she may be a manipulator too, because now my nephew really feels bad. Like, dang.
But hold on now. No, let's backtrack. If them two are friends, she's already talked to the friend. She's already talked to the girlfriend. Because think about it.
What?
Why? Outside of personal
the new houses, the new school, like in Alabama now, the houses that's mainly they got a whole bunch of apartment complexes. And what they do is they pair you up with a roommate. Like they wasn't cool.
Okay.
Oh,
they didn't know each other.
That's what I need to know.
And
that's what we need to know earlier.
If they knew, if the boyfriend knew, or if the roommate knew, words wouldn't have switched, and he wouldn't have found out. So
but this is off campus, though, right?
Because
this is off campus.
Okay.
I'm guessing they didn't have communication about this. Her girlfriend, they tell her, "Yo, don't let him know, cause he don't know." The deal was, she was telling her what the deal was, and didn't tell him, just like she didn't tell her, because she knew if she would have said something to her, she would have probably went back and said something to him. So I'm looking at it like, girlfriend is manipulated. If she would have got in there and something would have been said, she would have said that first off, like, yo, don't tell him, because he don't know. If that's
the girlfriend need a foot in her ass.
The reason for me bringing that up is that looking past the rent thing, his girlfriend is a manipulator. Like when they came, I went to North Carolina for Thanksgiving. I wanted my nieces and nephews with me. She didn't want him to be with his family. She wanted him to come down there just to see her family. And then when she was ready to leave, she wanted him to get ready to leave. And all she had to do is get an attitude, crying and stuff, and then she gets her. Yeah. So she's a full manipulator.
I know about that. I know about that, but I ain't going to talk about it. Because, I've seen that firsthand. Where all she got to do is either say she's ready to go, or I've seen where women don't even have to say anything, because y'all know how y'all talk with your eyes and your gestures. You ain't even
Why you gotta say y'all? That's just like all.
Y'all.
No, it's not a y'all. I talk with my lips. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
She said I talk with my lips.
Anybody got time to get crocodile tears to say I'm ready to go? Shit.
Yeah. It's time.
Nigga, it's time to go.
You gonna get in this car or you gonna be walking?
Exactly. Bye.
You want to join this conversation? All you gotta do is pick up your phone, call 347-989-8472. That's 347-989-8472. Press the 1 to join in on the conversation. we talking about manipulation in relationships. I got people that's listening right now that want to know telltale sign of a manipulator because they don't know. Now you laughing, but there are people that don't know that they've been manipulated. They have no idea. What are some telltale signs? Give me some signs that people can actually see that they've been manipulated.
Let me tell you the one I hate.
That was the perfect one without just told.
And people think it's sweet, but when they say I can't live when you say I'm leaving, I can't live without you. If you leave, I just won't be able to live anymore. I take my life. I hate that.
Yes. I hate them with a fucking passion. I have actually been on Twitter. I kid you not. There was a guy on Twitter trying to talk to my friend. My friend was just not interested in it. He went through that whole entire spiel like he was going to kill himself. When I tell you 2/3 of Twitter that was on that night was like, do it. Fuck it.
Right. Go ahead.
You got to call a bluff. Like you do.
But for a person that don't know how to call a bluff, that really gets to them. Like for a while, that affected me when somebody would say that.
And that's why we went in on him, because this person, she's really, really nice. She's really, really sweet. So, like, if she genuinely likes it, she's going to put her all into it. And sometimes she'll get blinded in the situation. On top of that, another telltale sign of a manipulator, every single time you talk to this person, they always have a freaking problem that they just can't. Like, how was your day? Well, I don't know. I'm having a rough time. I got this paid. I don't know how I'm going to cover this next week. Like, it's you every single time you talk to them. Like
you the ATM.
Exactly.
I know. Like we said, kids. Another telltale sign. And I hate to use the kids, but kids that come from a two-parent household, some of them, they just want attention. Other ones know how to play the field. They will literally go to mom. Mom either A, can't do it, or told you, no, you can't have it. And they'll go to dad.
Go to dad.
But they don't go to dad. But here's the difference between a manipulator and the one just playing the field. A manipulator's like, man, Dad, let me tell you what Mom said. I said I wanted to go and get these new Jordans and whatnot. She was like, nah, you don't deserve them. I was like, but Dad, I got these grades. I'm on the team. And you know what I'm saying? They the newest shoes. I got you, son. Just because your mom says you can't have them and you doing everything you supposed to, I'm going to get them for you.
I think it's opposite. Because I think they be manipulating when they go to the mom and mom say no. And then they go to the dad and ask him the same question. And dad says, well, what did your mom say? Because 9 times out of 10, those good parents that, you know, together on that team-like thing, they back each other up. So they'll say, what's your mom say? And the kid will say, I don't know, I ain't asked Mom. Or, I don't know. And then, is it the parent? Let's say, okay, for instance, now you talking about those in the two-parent household. If they weren't in the two-parent household, Mom told them no, so they get in touch with Dad and ask him. And Dad also beats, because he knows that's his daughter or his son. He loves them to death. He go and do it. Mom gets upset.
Well, see, you really can't manipulate a single household, two-parent monarchy, though. You can't really manipulate it, because at the end of the day, if Mom and Dad is still married and still living in the household, one parent already knows, but the other parent has final say-so in most stuff. And it's usually the mom, like you said. So if son or daughter, especially daughters, because daughter will always run to their daddy. They go to daddy, ask him for something. The first question always out their mouth is, what did your mama say? Because they know they can have that immediate conversation with the mom. I can if Lily called me right now and say, Dad, I want to get can I get this new Shopkin? What's your mama say? I didn't get a chance to talk to her. I just called you. One, I already know you full of shit and you trying to scheme on me. But I'm gonna stop at that moment. Let's call your mom. Okay? But now, me and the mom not together, we might not communicate like that. We may have had bad times we broke up on, so I can't pick up the phone and call your mom right away. But if I got it in my pocket, I'm more likely to just get it for you, not even realizing your mom said you can't have it anyway. So that's why a two-parent household, they'll manipulate more.
But there's also that one that, what was it? The guilt tripper? Kids do guilt trip their parents. Like, man, it would be nice if I had this, or whoever has this might be is more fun, or their parents are cool, or whatever. They do guilt trip their parents in order for them to get that toy, whether the parents say yes or no. So kids can manipulate a one single parent household.
You know what? You got a point right there. They do that.
And that's what
That's what I happened to grow up in a household where that didn't work. So that's why I didn't think about it.
Well, I said that because I've seen it like in front of me where they'll go to one parent, the parent tells them no, and they'll go to the other parent and say, well, this is what's going on. And like you said, they just go ahead and do it. Now, when the other parent finds out that what was done, that they told them no, and they snap out,
that parent ain't gonna do that again.
Y'all know they go snap out. Is it fault upon the parent that said yes because they just felt like, oh, well, this is my little girl, you know, whatever. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, as a father and as a daughter, she gonna get anything she wants from her father, and she know that. So usually little girls go to their dad, and the guys go to their mom, vice versa. So is it on that parent that does it before asking to the other parent? Are they faulted for that? Should they have went to that other parent and talked to them? Like you said,
true.
Some parents don't talk like that. It might be a situation where, yo, I feel like he should do it anyway. I don't even care. He ain't did nothing for you with such thing. And you trying to get back in good with that other parent or the child. Will they be faulted for that? How do y'all feel about that, if y'all understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me recap it just to make sure I heard you correctly. So we're in a single household, both parents are still together, correct? Or are we talking about two household families?
No, we talking about two different whole households.
Okay,
the parents,
two household
both of the
families.
parents are separated. They're not together. Either they were boyfriend or girlfriend, had a child, or they were married, now they're separated, divorced, whatever the case may be. And the kid is playing the parents against each other. Because they know, let's just say the kid knows the communication ain't there like that. They mindset, they already know, oh, well, dad ain't going to go ask mom. I'm just going to go ask him. Because mom said no.
Okay. Those situations are extra tricky because, one, we don't know why the parents are not talking. You do have some situations where they grew apart, okay? And over time, they were able to co-parent nicely. Those situations, communication should be had no matter what, okay? There should always be a level of communication. But then you get these other situations where the mom and dad are not even speaking like that. They won't communicate with each other. I mean, we live in a day and age of side chicks, and the guy messed around and got his side chick pregnant, so the original girlfriend don't want to deal with him, even though they had kids already together. Court orders got involved. Mom had to let the kid go spend time with the dad. During that 2-day weekend that they're with the dad, the kid's taking advantage of the situation and asking dad for everything. By definition, they might not be on speaking terms. So she might be out like, okay, I know little Tony is going over here with his dad this weekend. I don't want to have no communication with y'all at all. This is my me time. So the dad goes and buys some stuff anyway. Won't realize until the time when he gets back with this stuff that he wasn't supposed to get it. Yes, she's going to be a little bit upset and a little bit angry, but let's be honest. The reason why she didn't buy it for him could have been financial reasons. She might not just have the money for it. So if your dad went and bought it for you, I'm mad you went behind my back, but what's done is done now. Nothing you can do about it. You know?
Okay.
So that's why I say it's a tricky situation because, yes, the kid played the situation to their advantage and got what they wanted because they may have knew the reason why they couldn't get it. Mom might not just didn't want you to have it. Because I guarantee you, if mom didn't want you to have it, he would leave it at his dad's house. He ain't trying to bring it back to the house because you know your mom don't want you to have it. But if you know that the only reason why mom won't get it because she got bills to pay and she ain't got the money, well, I'm going to ask my dad for it. My dad ain't did nothing. He only gets me 2 times out the month. I'm with my mom the other 28 days. So, yeah, you can at least buy me this. And then that's how they get it. They bring it home. They mom, oh, you got that from your dad, huh? Okay, cool. Mom ain't tripping. They want him to step up and do some stuff anyway. So it's a catch-22. It's all about how the situation is set up. You know what? Let me mute myself while I go beat 2 kids of mine real quick.
Oh, no, don't beat them. Oh, okay.
That's all that matters.
All right. If you want to find me, you can go on Facebook. I am Jacob Marshall. On Twitter, I am it's at Jacob now, but if you type in at DJ Gator ATL, I think I will still come up. I believe I will. Instagram is DJ Gator. And yeah, that's where you can find me. Tone, that's all I have. If you have something else.
Nope, I'm good to go. So with that being said, people, thank you for tuning in to another edition of The Breakdown. Make sure you tune in tomorrow to catch TDR and Dress as they return back for their 6th season, as well as making sure you check out the Definitely Fresh show this Friday as we actually go ahead and do our own variation of accountability, as well as talking about a few things that's been going on in the city of Milwaukee in regards to our councilmen. And then finally, got to give advice out here. Basically, the big thing is people not owning up to some decisions that they've made in regards to the relationship that still keeps coming back to haunt them. All right, so with that being said, go ahead and close out tonight's show.
To the end of the road, still I can't let go. No. I belong to you.